Now let's go ahead and move on to the discussion topic, which admittedly got an interesting ire when I was trying to ask for suggestions. Tumblrs. Who and how? Well, I guess who and how isn't exactly really good. But in any case, Tumblrs are a big part of the Brony community. They have been since near the start, and even nowadays they are still continuing to be an interesting source of daily or weekly comics, inspirations, art, and other fun little things. Now, the first thing that we want to talk about is actually setting up a Tumblr and maintaining. Now, obviously, some of the parts of
Someone should help me do that because I don't even fucking know.
Well, you're the best person to help us get this through. Setting up a Tumblr is pretty easy. The first thing you need is a freaking account. That's not the hard part. All you do is go to tumblr.com, say, I need a Tumblr.
Who keeps typing shit? Because Sir keeps getting overpowered no matter what. By
It's
the way,
not
why does
typing,
your mic
it's
auto just
chair
like that?
creaking. It's some sort of chair creaking.
Yeah, like that.
Right.
I don't know why you auto it just like that.
I'm not sure either. But in any case, Tumblrs are pretty easy to set up. All you need to do is just set one up. You just go to the website, say you want a Tumblr, give them an email, give them a password, and you're set to go. Of course, that's just the basic count. What you need to do afterwards gets much more interesting. Because the first thing you need to do is actually start up the Tumblr.
Start doing something with it.
Yeah, you got to start doing something with it. You got to have a theme. You got to have an idea. You got to have a passion. Now, a lot of Tumblrs nowadays, they basically have the general idea. Oh, God, crap, I can't remember what my Tumblr password is.
Yes, the general idea of what their password should be.
That always helps.
Hey, it's something that you remember. You should always want to remember your password.
Yes, you should.
Also, gonna nip this in the bud while you're thinking. I wouldn't order the trading cards directly from Interplay. They always have a markup on their booster boxes. So if you collect that thing, then just get it somewhere else. Unless you're like sitting on store credit or something.
Yeah, definitely can agree with that. Oh, there's the password. Okay. But yes, when you create a Tumblr, you're usually going to get... No, I do not want to save that. Usually get something like this, though granted you're not going to have things already rolling. Well, you might have some things scrolling down here, but you're going to have something basic. You have the Tumblr, you have some generic ideas, suggestions, things like that. Now, obviously, what you want to do is you want to actually create the Tumblr. Creating the account does not create the Tumblr. It just gets you started. Now, some people, they create Tumblrs because they want to showcase their art. Maybe some people want to talk about things that are happening on a weekly basis. Some people may want to just post up pictures of all of their ponies, collections, things like that. The one thing I want to advise right off the bat, just please, for the love of all that's holy, do not just be a repost Tumblr. For the love of... it doesn't hurt to repost other people's posts time to time, but if that is all you do, no, you suck. You suck as a human being.
Okay, Circuit, are you talking about people that repost everything?
Yes.
Okay, see, that's different because, of course, I obviously do reblog stuff every so often.
Yeah, reblogging stuff here and there is not so bad, but when all your Tumblr is nothing but reposting anything else that you find... That gets annoying real fast. You have some original content, even if it's just, I ate a cat today. Big whoop. Why would I say that?
Slightly related note. Just a bit of an odd happening. I went back to Twitter recently, and what the fuck? Everfree Northwest, the convention, now follows me.
Sweet.
So the giant convention hall is just currently outside your bedroom window looking at you.
Right? Yeah. Why?
I like how they have Twitter, their version of Twitter on Grand Theft Auto called Bleeder, and when you go to click to follow someone, it's called Stalk.
That's good stuff. But in any case, Tumblrs, you can't create a Tumblr just for the sake of following other Tumblrs. There's nothing wrong with that. It's the one pet peeve I honestly have with Tumblrs are rebloggers. I get that some things are interesting. Go ahead and reblog that. I've done that. I've done that a couple of times myself. I just hate it when all they do is repost.
You should get that checked out. That sounded really bad. Oh, dude, you should go get that checked out.
Say what?
I'm sorry. It does need to get checked out. I'm sorry.
Excuse me, I said.
It's spreading. I'm sorry. I did not mean for it to pass to you.
Oh, you asshole! This is worse than that thing that happened at Disneyland.
I'm so
What?
sorry. I'm so sorry, guys.
Deal.
What? No.
Oh, come on now. What the fuck, you? I'm going home.
What in the hell is going on?
I choose you. Deal.
Is the evolution grist?
The evolution's Chris. And then
I'm
in
so
his
sorry,
third
dude.
evolution, his final evolution is the Bible chucker.
Oh! Oh! Didn't even fucking step.
Forgive me if I
Oh! Look,
withhold
it's
my
bear.
enthusiasm.
What else are you gonna fucking notice? Holy shit!
All right,
I think we lost some deal. Are you still here with us?
Deal, are you there?
Did we
Fuck
lose
you guys. I'm out of here.
I wouldn't blame him. Kinda dicks.
Okay, well, getting back on track because trying our hardest to get back on track here.
He's still here, apparently.
Yeah.
Mm.
Any case, the first thing you need to do is actually have an idea for the Tumblr, whether you're just posting about art, stories, if you're talking about daily life, whatever. Make sure you have an idea. That is the most important thing. Please don't make a Tumblr for reblogging. I can't stress that enough. Just for the
Explicitly for the purpose of reblogging.
explicitly for reblogging. Have a general idea that you want for the Tumblr. If you want to reblog some posts here and there, that's fine. I'm not going to argue. There's nothing wrong with that. I just hate where you basically got one that's trying to become famous or trying to become popular by reblogging what everybody else already said. Doesn't work that way. Be original.
You said, we said, they said, gets boring after a while.
Yes. The next thing you want to do is actually create the Tumblr, which isn't so hard to do. A lot of days you got a combination of not only Tumblr themes, but let's see here. Let me grab something. Let me try bringing up something here so I can show you guys. No, that doesn't help. Yeah, admittedly, I haven't fiddled with this too much recently. But yes, when you create the Tumblr, you're obviously going to need to customize and set it up. And nowadays, there are a lot of ways to edit your Tumblr up. You have tons of different themes that you can do it with. Some of them you do have to pay for, which kind of sucks, and some of them are completely free. So if you do have money to throw away, you might be able to get a really awesome theme. But let's face it, even there are some pretty awesome themes that are completely free. In fact, I'm not even sure why you'd want to pay for a theme unless you either think it's really that good or you're crazy.
You crazy.
But yes,
Son of a bitch.
after you get a simple theme, you can just set it up from there. Set up backgrounds. You can set up your backgrounds, the theme for a Tumblr, maybe a little avatar image, places that people can submit. Easy, simple things like that. It's not really hard to set up a Tumblr. Then from there, you just post. Oh, well, no, actually, I stand corrected. You also come up with a URL. Try to get a URL that matches what your Tumblr's name is. If your Tumblr name is the Freaky World Forever McDan, you'll probably be able to go get that pretty easily. But if you get the Daily Tumble, I doubt you're going to be able to find a name like that. Actually, is there one called the Daily Tumble? Almost want to look into that now. But yes, if all you got to do is give it a good name and, well, a decent name, make it something that's relevant to what it is, and presto, you got your Tumblr. And then from there, you just start creating things. Now, the big thing about creating things on Tumblr is having consistent posts.
That's always a bitch.
That's always the biggest problem, and it means you may have to pace yourself. Granted, sometimes you might be able to post 5 or 6 things in a single day, or maybe once a day for a while. Maybe sometimes you'll have to drop it back to once a week, or in maybe rare case something big happens, you may not be able to post for an entire month. This is where pacing comes in. If you have plenty of time to start setting up things now, set up things to backlog. You can set up automatic posts to happen once a week, or you can just have a nice little stockade of things that you can post up as you see fit. But it is a really big thing to make sure you have a backlog. There are lots of times I've seen Tumblrs where the content literally stops in the middle of nowhere. The artist was basically posting every single day, and then somebody stops because something happened and he hasn't had a chance to update in a very long time.
A big example of that is Two Snacks.
Two Snacks, so he does actual art. Doesn't do art. Well, he does some art.
Two Snacks does do art.
Well, doesn't he do more video things? So like Two Best Sisters.
I mean, yeah, but he doesn't update a lot.
Yeah.
He teases us with these 3D pony models he makes for the next fucking Two Sisters play, and then a year later, just saying.
Fair enough. Yeah. Sometimes being teasing posts is a little
Stop
annoying.
squeaking the damn chair.
Yeah, you might want to watch out for that, Sketchy. It's kind of getting squeaky there. Where was I? Right. The biggest thing is try to be consistent. I can't give you a general guideline of how many times you should post. Sometimes once every 2 weeks is perfectly fine. Sometimes once a week is perfectly fine, depending on what you have. Sometimes once a month is actually acceptable. The one thing I cannot stress enough is do not go for extended periods of time without posting. And if you do, for some weird reason you do, say something on your Tumblr. Just say, I have to take a break. My life has literally...
With the phone. Seriously? We can hear that. He's watching the show, blaring it on his phone, and he goes walking by. And I'm like,
Right. But yes, most biggest recommendation is unless there is an absolute huge reason that you cannot post for a long time, a 1 month maximum for posts is a good way to make people know that you're still alive. Unfortunately, I admit I've broken this more than a few times with a couple of Tumblrs that we have. In fact, the last thing I've ever posted on the developer blog that we have is reposts of all my artist things that I did way back in December, which was over a month ago. So yeah, I got to start updating on that too. So yeah, I admit I'm guilty of that particular sin. However, along with that, some people are wondering, how do you get followers? A little bit of word of mouth is always a good idea. You always try to have something there. That's why repost Tumblrs do not work too well if you want to have followers, because you're basically posting what everybody else already sees, and they're going to go follow the person that actually created the stuff. They're not going to follow you because you reposted it. That's stupid. But what you can do is, yes, you can talk about other Tumblrs. Some artists actually do little, what's the term? Cameos of other Tumblrs in their Tumblr. And sometimes that'll get some attention, and other people will start to follow, get some word of mouth. You may do little bits here and there, but you constantly create content.
What?
What?
Are you talking about?
Tumblrs.
Are we still on,
Yeah,
Tumblr?
I'm still on the Tumblr thing.
Have you done Steam Questria yet?
No, I haven't done that yet.
There you go. Do that one.
And apparently I've completely insulted somebody's Tumblr while I was doing the show.
Oh, seriously? I'm so happy.
I am happy.
my repost blog.
Who's fucking Tumblr?
Please tell me it was, in a way, it was a deal.
Yeah, who's Tumblr? I gotta know.
Hold on. I wanna get some more
You know, we
details
have to
about.
do-
I want to get some more details about why they feel I insulted them, just in case. That's all.
I'm sorry if we upset you, Dale.
I'm not saying it was
No,
Deal.
You haven't. Plus, I'm set to. I have it queued to post like 18 things a day, so that's definitely not my issue. I also don't actually make
Posting.
content. I actually don't make content, so that's not really an issue.
We're not talking about you making content. We're talking about you blog, reblog everything.
Yes. I know.
Okay.
I do.
Okay. In all honesty, I don't like reblogs, but that's my thing. I prefer actually seeing new and original stuff and not the same stuff over and over.
Yeah,
But that's me.
you and a lot of people.
Me and a lot of people. Some people like reblogs. Go figure. I don't know. I'm not one of them.
I mean, that's how stuff gets spread as reblogs, but you don't have to follow blogs that just reblog everything. That's not the point.
No.
Circuit.
In any case, what?
Circuit.
Yes?
Right there. There you go.
Alright then. Okay, but blah, blah, blah. Brain, why can't you work? Any case, other than that, there's really not a whole lot to talk about with the way of Tumblrs. They're incredibly easy to set up, they're incredibly easy to get started, and as long as you keep generating content, they're not that hard to maintain. The only problem is that following Tumblrs tends to be a bit of a process because some people do keep things posting up, and some people end up stopping. Whether because the storyline is over, or they just suddenly feel like not posting up at all, who can say? Unfortunately, I've seen many things die this way, which really sucks, because I've had so many awesome Tumblrs that I would follow, and then suddenly nothing. But in any case, that pretty much covers it for setting up Tumblr. Chat room, do you have any questions on that? Admittedly, it is a bit vague, it is a bit sketchy. I came up with this idea yesterday, and I'm being destroyed constantly, so yeah. Let's see. You can make pages. Yes, you can also make pages on Tumblrs. You can do blog posts. You can do a lot of things with Tumblrs. They're almost like their own personal websites that you can have. Just be warned.
I've heard a lot of artists from DeviantArt are leaving, going to
People wanna hear
Tumblr
my
because they
story.
say it's
Well,
better.
DA is, you know, if you're not big on DA already, it's really hard to climb the ladders because they're very picky about what they'll show, what they'll ban, and all that kind of shit.
Basically,
Tumblr's
Tumblr's where you go.
Tumblr is the land of the free comparison to DA, which is selective.
Tumblr is where you go for exposure. DeviantArt's where you archive.
Yeah,
Pretty much. Okay, oh, somebody was asking, Princess Molestia, whistleblower. Point blank, whistleblower. It sucks. But we got, something that, well, for the... Yeah, Tumblr is actually pretty good. You can get away with a lot of stuff on Tumblr that you wouldn't be able to do on DeviantArt and other places. The only thing I have to stress is be careful about some of the content, and also if you are going to be posting things that kids shouldn't be see, make sure
always
you mark
your fucking Tumblrs properly.
Yes, mark
And I
your
got
Tumblrs
news.
properly. I cannot stress
Okay.
that enough.
No, I got news.
Shoot.
Hashtag Clop does not flag it as not safe for work. You have to mark your blog as not safe for work.
There you go.
Awesome. That's really something good to keep in mind.
Okay,
I'm glad you brought that up. That's really important. But at the same
Like
time,
you would be surprised.
I
That's
probably
awesome.
yeah. But that is an interesting question right there. Let's see. Can you post videos on Tumblr? Yes.
Yes.
Yes, you can post videos. You can post video links, and in some cases you can even upload a video, though it can't be that big. So
you want to post nudes? They allow nudes.
They
Go
do.
Nuts.
Again, make sure it's properly marked, or else. That's the big caution there. It has to be properly marked, or else. In some cases, some of Tumblrs might have survived otherwise, but unfortunately. And also, Rayo, there are some groups that are a little bit extreme on Tumblr, but they're pretty much running rampant everywhere anyway.
Yeah.
As long-
Just
as long as
everything
you
in general.
follow-
If you're a cis white male, shame on you.
In all
That's-
honesty, if you mark your stuff the way you're supposed to, they can raise all the hell they want. As long as you're following the rules, they can't do squat. Though the moment that you break one rule, they'll be on you like white on rice. But that's another case.
God, I love being wrong in America for being a white male. It's great.
Drives me absolutely
Check your
berserk.
privilege.
Yeah. Any case, let's go ahead and move on. You got a basic idea of how to do Tumblrs. Now let's go to Tumblrs that you should follow, either because they have some really interesting stuff, or because personally we love it. Starting off with one that was recommended to us just now,
Mine.
Steamquestria.
You all should follow my personal blog.
Be warned, this is one of those where you
Don't
better be
listen
very
up.
careful.
I'm working on it.
But yeah, Steamquestria here. I'm sure somebody here could tell me what in the world this is all about.
Boom! It is a steampunked versionized of Equestria in a way.
Yeah, I wasn't sure how to feel about this.
I like it actually a lot. But, you know, I'm a fag like that.
You are.
I'm not a fag enough to make my own fucking League of Legends character.
Oh.
Oh, yes.
Done.
No.
Was it done by Egophiliac, the same person who did Moonstock?
Yes.
So, wait,
and-
that's Egophiliac?
Yes, it is.
That's the reason why we like it.
Shit,
Yeah.
I love that bitch.
Yeah, no, she actually started this on her actual Tumblr, and it everybody liked it, and so she just kind of made a side Tumblr for it, and it's a story about pretty much
Steampunk
actually
version of everybody.
yeah, no, she actually builds the other harmonies.
What
She
you
builds
should
Pinkie
do?
Pie, she builds Rarity, she builds. Just letting you know, Pinkie Pie is the last one she built because she was tired and like full of coffee and everything like that, and so she's crazy. That's why Pinkie's crazy in this.
So,
She also
what you
apparently
should-
has a time machine built into her or some shit like that.
I like steampunk stuff.
Yeah, I do too a lot.
What you guys should do
Steampunk
is
and
follow
dieselpunk. I like
any
dieselpunk
fucking-
more though.
Sweetie Belle multiverses, because there's 100 different Sweetie Bells on Tumblr, and they are pretty much all fantastic.
I'm Thrakazad.
You're what?
I'm Thrakazad. Thrakazad's Sweet Belle.
Fuck is that? Is that really a Sweetie Belle multiverse?
It's Sweetie Belle possessed by an evil Dark Lord.
You
Yes.
see what I mean?
A lot of
See, you can
spells.
find a lot of great stuff if you actually look around. It's amazing.
I am a normal pony.
I am an average pony.
Oh god, Thrakazad.
In any case, moving right along here, let's go. We're going to go ahead and show off some more Tumblrs that we have here. Starting off with one that has actually ended, but it is really good to go back to, and if you've never read it before, it is definitely a fun one to read. Moonstuck.
Yeah, that's...
Oh,
just
that
what we
was
talked about.
Yes, it is definitely the one you talked about.
wasn't it?
that thing's a relic.
This thing's
Yeah.
a relic. It started off near the beginning of the entire Brony community, and it's still good to this day. The whole idea is Luna on the moon, and you.
Luna on the Moona.
It's
It
Woo.
was like a choose your
Luna.
own adventure thing, except like the commenters chose what happened next.
Yeah, it was a cheesy comment to choose your own adventure, but it actually had a pretty good storyline as it went too.
Yeah, at first it started out as a joke, but then it became like a serious thing.
Another one that was really fun but is kind of old now is Dan versus MLP.
Oh,
Yeah, it turned the Flufflepuff.
Yep.
Yeah, and now it turned into Flufflepuff, and I'm sad faced because Dan versus is a funny ass show. That I
Yeah.
heard is gonna get revamped because it's now Discovery Family.
Well, who knows? Hopefully, I'm crossing my fingers on that a little bit.
Because I'd love to see a Dan versus Brony's episode. That would be hilarious.
They're already making a comic on that.
No, I mean like an actual legitimate
Yeah, I know,
thing.
an actual legitimate episode.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Moonstuck is a good one to check out if you have never checked it out before, or even if you have, you might want to just download the entire complete edition of Moonstuck and just read it again. Next is Ask Spitfire. This one was recommended by somebody from a couple of websites that I posted up asking for good tumblers here. The whole idea is you got Spitfire, Captain of the Wonderbolts, and you ask her questions. And that's pretty much it. You can't really go much further than that. It's just silly responses, maybe a few more serious ones, but definitely just fun little things to have a little bit of a chuckle with. How could you go wrong with that?
A few ways, but we're not going to go there.
Yeah, well, leave that alone. Next, we have the Tumblr of the incredible Jan Animations, Ask the Crusaders. Unfortunately, Ask the Crusaders is dealing with a lot of posting latency.
Posted
Granted,
latency?
Oh yeah.
It
Slow as
takes
fuck.
it can sometimes take months for a post to happen.
Like JonTron with his YouTube videos.
Yeah. On the same note, though, when they do post up, they are really good. It follows the exact animation style as the show. You can almost not find a difference at times. But unfortunately, that also is part of Gen Animation's issue with the Hasbro cease and desist, because it's so much like the show.
Well, the lawyers just were banning shit. That was their fucking problem.
Yeah, they're banning crap left and right.
They were banning everything. Hasbro.
Yeah, Hasbro actually had told them to fucking stop, or they're going to start making everybody hate them.
Yep.
But in any case,
you get a cease and desist, and you get a cease and desist. Everybody gets a cease and desist.
Yeah, but we could talk about that later. But yes, this is a fun one to follow. It does got quite a bit of backlog, which you can enjoy, and the stories are pretty fun. They're a little bit cute in their own ways and silly, and it's just exactly what you would expect from the Acid Crusaders with a little bit of celerity. I have no idea what that word means. Any case, moving on to something a little bit more different. Ask Backy.
Oh God.
Oh God.
Basically, the whole idea is a pony with very generous hindquarters. You don't actually see anything, though.
Not in this particular one.
No, but he does have an NSFW blog.
It comes ridiculously close.
Yeah, it's Backy.
It comes ridiculously close at times, but really, it basically...
That was pretty risque there.
Yeah, like I said, it gets ridiculously close. It's like borderline heavy PG-13.
Oh, hell, so sour.
But in all honesty, it is a pretty fun blog. You get a silly OC character that people can enjoy, and you get random butt jokes. Literally.
A lot of butt jokes.
Yes. So, admittedly, you got to be a little bit cautious. If you're offended by anything even remotely like that, it may not be your cup of tea, but if... Otherwise, it is pretty fun. It is pretty
Shows up all
fun.
the time, which is the funny thing.
Yep. So basically, if you are offended by this show, you probably would be offended by this anyway. That's another case.
If you're watching this and you're offended by the show, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why are you watching something you don't like? You fucking idiot.
It's like liberals watching Fox News.
Oh man, are we looking at Ask Cadence? I love this bitch.
All right. Well, why don't you go ahead and talk about Ask Cadence then?
Honestly, there's not a whole lot to say. It's simply put a Tumblr where you ask questions to the mod who draws. Princess Cadence, who has her own little personality. For the moment, what I can say about this Cadence is that she's quite the coffee addict that will go on a mad rampage if, in the event, she wakes up without said coffee. She's it's a cute Tumblr. I
Magic conch shell.
Yeah, it's like, what do you have to do to make a popular Tumblr? Nothing.
Nothing.
Just be good at something. And...
Chrissy.
Relevant.
Oh, yeah, Teen fucking Chrissy. That
Teen
Tumblr
Chrysalis, yeah.
godlike.
All right. Well, I was gonna. Well, we already we're gonna get to that a little bit later, but might as well. So yep, Chrysalis is also another one.
This is like the most godlike Tumblr.
I like this Tumblr a lot.
Oh no, this latest post is fucking astounding.
Yeah.
Yeah, Teen Chrysalis is all the stories of Teen Chrissy in school, I'm guessing.
Did we keep it? Oh, hell no!
Oh, hell no!
You just feel it. A giant duck! You just feel it.
Oh, I like the one where they see the alternate universe where Luna's the fucking girly girl and Chrysalis is the fucking goth chick.
My mad goth. Yeah, Luna's a goth in this Tumblr, so if you don't appreciate that, well, you can fuck off. But
Yeah, that's
Oh,
what
yeah,
you're
right there. It goes through Luna's hair. And it's just the opposite.
some shit though.
Yep.
The sticker hit to remain.
Yeah.
Whoop.
All right, now those of you who are asking about Princess Molly, yes, that Tumblr got taken down. However, that does not stop the great artist John Hoseko.
Yeah, that doesn't
We all know
stop.
game.
Shit.
Actually, Molly's kind of back in a way, just not as hardcore.
Yeah, she's not as intense as she used to be, but Ask Gaming Princess Luna takes off where Princess Molly unfortunately left off. But we still get the gaming Luna that is completely insane. And we also get Molly teasing Luna in so many ways.
This is literally what I wanted that blog to be, and it took that blog getting taken down for it to show up. Okay.
Wow. Wow. The resentment. The salt.
It's not salty, it's sweet on this end of it.
But there you go. Yes, this is what some people actually wanted to see. Some others are kind of annoyed that this is what it got forced on them. Take or give. Personally, I'm kind of disappointed that Molly had to end the way it did, but I am glad that John Joseko is still going with these awesome posts. Because I really like his characters. I love the art.
You know,
line
I
and
did not know
everything.
this, but he lives in San Diego, and he was at one of my bonfire meets, and I had no clue who he was. Because he didn't talk to anybody, except for like a handful of people.
Huh. Go figure.
I was like, who's that guy that's like all so antisocial? While he's like walking away, like to leave the meet. He's like, oh, that's John Joseko. And I'm like, wait, the Molestia guy? And he goes, yeah. And I'm like, well, what the fuck?
Yeah.
All right, well, this is one.
He's literally just everywhere. Every time I see that guy, I never know quite what to say to him because the conversation always steers in some fucking direction.
Like talking to Willy Wonka.
Well, in any
What?
case, just because this has to happen, you also got
Always a love
Flufflepuff.
guy. We have a good relationship, he and I.
We had to mention Flufflepuff at some point. I don't think it's
Fuck
impossible
yeah, we
not
did.
to.
You have been checking the chat, have you? Because I've linked half of these in there.
Yeah, I'm not. I did check it here and there. Yes, but these were ones I actually put up in the show notes too. So, yep, these are great Tumblrs that many people can subscribe to. But yeah, if you haven't subscribed to
Flufflepuff
Flufflepuff,
thing to me kind of lost steam.
No, he's just been working on a project.
No, I'm just saying it's just like I looked at it the other day and I'm just like I don't know what's going on anymore with this.
Dude, no, it's lost all fucking track. I don't know what's going on with this Tumblr. Jesus
There is
Christ.
no arc in this Tumblr.
Yeah, it goes insane. It went insane. It really did.
it's gone silly, but at the same time, I'm just kind of enjoying the silliness of it.
Yeah, no, I think it's fantastic.
Yeah, just don't take it seriously anymore. Not that you could in the first place. I mean, you freaking started out with Dan versus Friendship is Magic, and he took an extra computer. What do you want?
Which actually has a better plot line.
Yeah, the only disappointing thing is, yeah, no more Dan. Dan hardly shows up now, and just don't get as much Dan, don't you? No more Dan.
He's usually in the videos.
Damn it.
That was weird.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Secretly,
Oh,
he found
weird.
a waifu.
Damn.
All right,
And?
Blank's computer has reset on himself, so he'll be back with us as soon as he
Yeah,
can.
really?
Fucking weird.
That's
Yeah.
Hey, you suck.
Yeah, they say they love you. Anyway,
Eat a dick.
Little short circuit.
yes.
I can fucking hear him.
Any case, moving right along here.
Bring it on.
Now, admittedly, this is one that I happened to run into, but I've been following it anyway because it's still kind of fun. Twixie Genies.
Oh yeah, that's a fun one. I think it's stuck for now.
Actually, I thought I got some recent posts up here. Yeah, it started getting posts a couple of days ago.
I thought I was following it.
But yes, Twixie Genies. Twilight Sparkle and Trixie are both genies caught in a cavern, and they have to grant wishes, which sometimes border on incredibly silly. Of
Can
course,
Can you send me that post again? That Tumblr post? I think I didn't. I'm not following it again.
yeah, it's no problem. But
Appreciate
the
it,
only
thank you.
thing I have to warn out about this is there is a little bit of suggestive shipping in this. So, if you're not a big fan of shipping, it may not exactly be one thing you like.
Oh,
But-
hey, hold on, Circuit.
Yeah.
I gotta find. Where is it? Yes, right here. Here we go. Speaking of Twixie, Tumblr.
Okay, no
Twixie Tumblr.
Yeah,
problem.
there you go.
Gonna get a little Twixie on us? I suddenly want a Twixie. Ow!
You're welcome, everybody.
I would have got.
thank you.
crap. I can get punched now.
Yes, you can. You will at times.
Oh, Twixie Answers. Okay.
Twitch-
this one!
Twitchy.
Oh, this one, yeah. I don't think this one updated in a long time, has it?
It hasn't updated in a while, and yeah. Actually, it just did a little update right there.
Oh,
So
for
it's
crying
come
out
to
loud.
this.
Okay, now this one is basically also Trixie Twilight shipping. It's a little bit more dramatic in storyline. It's still silly, but it has a little bit more drama in the story, and also kids and everything else. And everybody ships with everybody. I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is definitely a lot more relationshipy than other Tumblrs I've seen, but it's still
I just remember sitting down and fucking reading this an entire weekend. Took me an entire weekend to catch up with this Tumblr.
yeah. And
From
then since
beginning
it's
to recent post.
since it's on a semi hiatus, and it now might be the best time to actually do that.
Yep. I fucking loved it though. It's like it gets the over 9,000 posts. You just see them staring there. Trixie pulls up a scouter. So it's come to this.
But yeah, it's definitely a pretty fun little Tumblr. Again, if you enjoy the shipping and also like a little bit more drama in your story, it's not overly dramatic or overly like that. It just has a little bit more actual plot line to it.
Plot line.
Now,
Yes.
not that kind of plot line, but for something completely different, Inconvenient Trixie.
Oh, another
This
done
is a
by
great one.
Egophiliac.
This is one that doesn't get updated all that often, maybe once a month or so, but every single update is hilarious. The best way to put it, Trixie is always in the way. And
Do
very
they have one
inconvenient.
with Al Gore and talking about global warming, and then Trixie's just standing there, and it's just an inconvenient.
I love that one right there. Trixie.
Her house with the fucking tree, shitty ass tree.
But yes, this is
I've had too much booze.
this is just hilarious because you always get the Trixie that's just laying right there, sitting right there, looking at Twilight with just those eyes, and you just can't help but love
Shit,
it.
that's what I forgot to do, Sketchy, man. I forgot to go out and get some fucking Kraken for the storm.
Oh God, not Kraken. No.
Yeah, I remember this story.
It's my kryptonite. No. I will never drink. Oh God.
All right, but yes,
I was
Inconvenient.
at a party the other night. Just hold on real quick. And I'm drinking this drink that a friend of mine who's in the Navy made for me. And I'm like, man, this is really good. What's in it? And he goes, oh, it's got this, it's got that, it's got Kraken in it. And I was like, what? And he goes, what's the matter? I'm like, shit, dude. I told you this shit. Kraken's my kryptonite. He's like, well, my drink's called the Sailor Killer. What else did you think was fucking in it? And I'm like, I'm going to hate you so much in the morning tomorrow. I better have bacon.
Well, at least he didn't release the Kraken. Okay, that was
Is this supposed
terrible.
to be like a sexual joke?
No,
That's what kids are calling it nowadays?
no. Ah, world. All right. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and move on to the Tumblr post here. Inconvenient Trixie. You also got Ask Philly Twilight.
Oh.
I actually started following this one because the art was pretty good. Apparently, the whole idea is a magical spell gone wrong has reverted Twilight into a filly. And so, while she's a filly, she has to deal with all the consequences and therein for that. So basically now she's a little kid that's doing all sorts of silly stuff. How could you not enjoy that?
I will look it up.
Next, this is actually one that I really hope updates soon because I was enjoying the story quite a bit. Disorderly Conduct.
Disorderly conduct?
Disorderly Conduct.
Oh, that one.
Yep. The premise is pretty easy to start. Discord has been reformed, and he wants to help the other villains reform, starting off with Queen Chrissy. So
Oh,
now,
that sounds like a good fucking plot.
Well, considering that he literally has pushed all the ponies into Chrissy's brain at this point to start going through her memories and thoughts to try to figure out what in the world is her problem. Yeah, it gets interesting real fast.
So how do they do Sombra if they get to Sombra because he's dead?
They haven't done Sombra yet. They started off with Chrissy. It's actually a fairly new Tumblr. It has not been that active so far.
Oh, fucking disorderly. Yeah, no. This is it's fairly old now, but yes, this artist does not update very often at all. In fact, it has been several months.
Actually, I don't think it's really all that old. It started back on the 31st of August of last year.
It's fairly old. It's getting up there.
Grievous has been around for a good while, but didn't start that blog until recently.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fair enough. But yeah, the updates don't happen very often, but they are fun little updates, and the storyline is pretty good.
It's interesting, yes.
The only thing is, I only hope that they update a little bit more since the holidays are finally over, because it is a really good read.
He was kind of off of those updates before the holiday started, so I don't know.
Okay, now here's an interesting Tumblr. This one is definitely for... Sorry, my throat went weird. This is definitely one for the Brony community. However, this one is a little bit more unique in that it doesn't deal with comics, but the merchandise of the community. This is where I got the Rainbow Dash Egghead basket. But yes, this Tumblr talks about all of the new stuff that is coming out. Sometimes it'll have pictures, sales thing going on. You can get little updates, and you can even find out about things I may have not even known about yet. Though, granted, you're going to be hard-pressed because now I know about this Tumblr. But yes, if you are interested in pony merchandise and want to be able to check it out, see all the different things that are coming out, all that fun stuff, it's all right here, all available to you. Now, we got one that was submitted by the chat room. I don't know if anybody knows about it. Ayasha Shaman Pony. But yeah, apparently it's a blog about a pony that lives with the buffalo.
You mean the Indians?
Well, go with that.
Indians? Well,
Indians.
racist comment here.
Yeah, Asasha, this blog, I love it. Just
Oh,
the
what
art
is
style.
this fucking blog?
It sounds like you already know a little bit about it. Why don't you tell us some more about it?
The plot kind of jumps, but that's because I think I came in the middle of it. I don't know if we time skipped forward or if we're time skipping back. Because I started reading it when she was a filly, but at any point, the plot's kind of hard to follow at the moment. I guess I need to go all the way back to the start. Long story short, the art style is really entertaining, as you can see. I like I don't know how they managed that purple color for her eyes, but it's just that didn't come out right at all. I'm a blithering idiot. Welcome to the Brony Show. Like the blog, it's got the art style. The story seems good, even though I'm not quite up to speed on it yet. There was the 10-second version you wanted.
Sounds like a plan to me. Be sure to check it out. I admit the art style is pretty awesome to look at. And we got a couple more minutes left, so chat room, if you have any Tumblrs that you want to suggest that we throw out here, let us know. We'll go ahead, grab them, shout them out to the people, and put them in the show notes as well, unless there's something about it that we really can't mention. Just
Porn.
Yeah, let's just put it blunt. Yeah, unless it's porn or porn adjacent.
Porn.
We don't-
Bucky.
So it's porn right next to it.
Well,
you guys have featured this one before. Hold on. This one. There.
Oh yeah, Philly Queen. How could we have forgotten Philly Queen? Philly Queen Chrissy. But yep, it looks like Philly Queen unfortunately hadn't updated in a while, but it looks like there was a medical injury for that, and she should be updating soon. But we actually we did have an interview with the artist of Philly Queen, and the artist is definitely a really, really awesome gal.
Yeah, motherfucking Ryu! I wonder if she's on. I'm gonna go see if she's on.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah,
But-
she's on. Hey.
But yeah, the story is still good. It's a really fun read, and now's the best time in the world to catch up on it before she starts updating the art, the stories and the postings. So definitely be sure to check that one out. Let's see. Really, Dictator? Wait, that did not open up where it's supposed to. Okay, give me a quick second here. We got Dictator Duck throwing one out here, but I'm gonna take a quick look before I even suggest it. The name already comes.
It's not safe for work, but it just looks like a garbage blog.
Damn.
Damn.
It definitely looks. Wow, I have no idea what in the hell. Okay,
Let's ignore that.
I don't know. I'll give it a quick shout out, but just because of the sake of it. The art style is definitely simplistic,
What?
which actually is pretty interesting. The whole idea apparently is you have Luna with one horn coming out of her head. I don't really got much else to go on with that.
I think it must be a new blog.
Ah, that hurts
Yep.
my brain. Okay,
Yep.
there goes my... Why am I watching these?
Because gifts are stupid.
Yes.
They're like stupid entertainment. That's why I do it.
Yeah, fair enough. But yeah, the art style is definitely really simplistic and odd. The whole idea is interesting, to say the least. So go ahead and look it up if you're interested. I'm not really sure much what else I could say. It's very odd. Very, very odd.
Whoa,
So-
whoa, whoa, there's a Luna on top of a Kenworth. It's a big rig.
Yep, I don't think we have any other submissions for the time, so one of
Is
the
this
big...
guy a trucker?
I don't know.
Ooh. Speaking of truckers, I got a grant to go to trucking school.
Ooh,
I'm going
nice.
to be driving big rigs for a living.
Hooray, I think.
What do you mean you think?
Well, I don't know. Some people don't like driving trucks.
I
I
love
particularly
driving.
like truckers.
Then hooray, man. Hooray
They're
to
weird
you.
Individuals.
They're weird.
Cody,
Yeah,
you would
think
know
about it. I'm going to be getting a big rig, and I'm going to eventually going to be buying my own. I'm going to be. What I want to do is be a freelance trucker.
That's a really hard job to get into. I wish you luck on that shit.
It is, but
It pays
That-
well, but you are fucking ugh.
LSKM,
I
nobody
know
should play
enough
that
about it
game.
From having a family who has a few members in it, so no.
LSK
but I have my own rig, and
Yeah, you
I'll-
live in your rig.
that's why you get an extended sleeper, which is an RV that can haul 80 tons of shit.
It
But
costs
anyway.
as much as a house.
Well, yeah, that's because you live in it. dude.
All right, everybody.
Yeah,
Anyway,
the fact is,
anyway,
like, if there's
getting
any accidents, they're
back-
usually going to blame it on you.
Getting back on
anyway,
track.
also have a trailer, a big blank canvas.
You
All right.
Just draw over. You're just going to draw.
I'm not
over
gonna
it.
draw. I know how to fucking airbrush and pinstripe. Just think about what are the possibilities I could do with that gigantic trailer.
All right, let's
I
get it.
imagine what you could put on top of it, and no one would be able to see unless they're on an overpass or in a helicopter.